Kylie Minogue, welcome to Cannes.
Thank you. Everyone
amazing.
is shining, glowing. It's not the worst day at work, is it?
Parties are something that I guess you've got pretty familiar with.
Oh yeah. My 50th birthday was so beautiful. I don't really do parties, and I especially don't do big parties. It's too stressful, and I just like to keep it small and easy. I think we spoke about this last time. But no, it's my 50th, so we decided to go for it. Great music, great people, great cocktails. Not that I got to have one, because I was too busy talking, hugging, and barely got a glass to my lips. But I got so many messages afterwards of people beyond saying, you know, thanks for the party. They just said, if we could bottle that atmosphere, there's just love and friendship and joy, and it was really amazing.
What was the surprise that stunned you most?
One was video messages. The ones that really got me start off were my sister and my brother about halfway through, and I'm thinking, don't go, don't go, don't go. And then Dolly Parton.
Wow!
I screamed. I have no idea what she said because I was screaming and swearing in the other direction, going, and then I would have thought, well, that's it. Finished with a message from the Muppets. So I was just, well, that's got to be the surprise is done then. And when Rick Astley jumped on stage and then Jake Shears put a fork in me, I'm done. It was brilliant.
And everyone was very excited, Kylie, about the Mini Neighbours reunion with Guy Pearce, Jason Donovan. I mean, when would have been the last time that you three were in a room together?
I actually have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there were people from so far in my past. It's unbelievable.
But no Plain Jane because she was too busy filming Neighbours.
Yeah, no Plain Jane. But so much happened. I think I was on cloud nine for an entire week. Couldn't have had a more lovely night. Actually, only would have been lovely if my family were there. They couldn't make it, but there were so many people who were like family to me, and so I felt like they were there.
Do you feel at all different now that you are 5?
I do. I do feel just around this period, yes, I'm more content. Some things just start to make sense. I mean, you accept it or you don't, and I think the best way is to accept it with open arms. And yeah, I say yes or no much quicker than I used to.
That is
which
a very
is
good
probably
thing.
good for everyone else as well.
And then the other big event that took place in the UK around the same time was, of course, the wedding between Prince
I'm
Harry.
glad that wasn't the same week.
Exactly, it may have stolen your thunder just
Really
slightly. What did you think? And because your comments made such headlines about potentially not walking down the aisle again, I just wonder if watching that wedding
No, I
changed
love
your
a
mind.
wedding. No, I love a wedding. Of course I do. So I thought it was stunning. I mean, I had bunting up, I had the works. I really got into it and I loved it. That was beautiful. Also, I love, you know, a far more lo-fi wedding. You know, buy the hat, attend. Yeah, it just, you know, it makes you, it's a lovely thing. If it's the right thing, it's a lovely thing.
Were you surprised by how international your comments went about the fact that you personally might not want to get married one day?
Yeah, a little, because to me that's perfectly, like, well, I might not. I mean, I did say maybe it's not for me, but the other half of the sentence is maybe, I don't know. It wasn't in that last scenario, but who knows? I don't know. When I was probably doing press at 21 years old, I said, well, I think I'll have a family. I don't know if I'll ever get married though. Weird. I've done neither.
But of course, there is a new man in your world, in your life. Has that been part of making you happier?
I'm so happy to be back on terra firma. Life's I won't even say a little bit, I'll say a lot better. Life's great. And take that as you wish.
Last time we met, you were about to release Golden, an album that you, of course, were very proud of. But Kylie, you know, The Greatest Showman in the UK has been stopping huge names get to the top of the charts. But you went to #1, put it there.
I lost my mind. Even when someone said, that's it, you're #1, I was like, are you sure? I was totally elated, relieved, and the kind of I know the gravity of and the importance of it started to hit me, that it could have been a different story if I'd done things differently. We're touring in September. Well, the toughest part of that has been the set list. We've already had a little argy-bargy about the set list.
We have Kylie is not performing I Believe in You tonight, which was on the set list originally, and I'm
But I don't want to, I'm sorry. I'm just going to say, I'm not going to
make
excuses.
some tough choices in life. Someone was saying to me before the interview, why has Kylie never represented either the UK or Australia for Eurovision? Have you ever considered it, Kylie? And if so, which country would you choose?
It would have to be Australia. It would have to be. Sorry.
Damn it. We need all the help we can get, my goodness.
I couldn't do it. The pressure would be too great.
The other day you were at a very important NHS event. You've spoken about the NHS, what they did for you in terms of the time when you were battling breast cancer. So I presume it's something that you really wanted to support.
Yeah. I just stopped myself before getting too emotional, because if I talk about that time and really think about it, I can, even now I kind of go to a different place, but it was a very emotional night, and I was so honoured to be there for that cause. I was so nervous and so overwhelmed being at Buckingham Palace, and it wasn't a lively crowd. I mean, they're quite kind of, everyone's too scared to make the first noise. I've done these kind of things, not at Buckingham Palace, but events for cancer charities from years and years and years ago. And I said I did them at the time with as much heart as I could. But after you have your own story with that and your own experience, the amount of heart you're doing it with is more. Continued research is really important, and I'm testament to research that's gone before. So yeah, it was lovely and nerve-wracking and very important. It did strike me that I'm there in a beautiful dress and a lovely band and life's great. I was that person in a hospital bed. I was that person dependent on family, friends, and research and medical teams and help. And it really brought it home. And then I had to sing a few more songs, so I had to just pull myself back together.
Well, Kylie, you are amazing. Back at the top of the charts. Amazing party. Thank you so much for being part of our big night.
Is he going to be the first one in the pool party?
Of course I will.
You heard it here first.